How's everybody doing?
Woo!
Yeah? Okay, well, I'm here to ruin that. Oh, no, sorry. I just wanted to welcome everybody here tonight. You know why you're here. You're here because we invited you. You're here because we are celebrating 2025. My name is Susan Wolfe, for those of you who don't know me. I am one of the organizers of Design Connection, and we'll be talking about what Design Connection and we're all about. But again, most of you know that. I wanted to start by acknowledging the fact that we are on the land of the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, and I want to pay my respects to elders past and present. And I also perhaps want to be the first one to wish you a happy Thanksgiving today. And I love the synergy between Thanksgiving and acknowledging country, because it's all about gratitude. It's about gratitude for people. It's about gratitude for abundance. It's about gratitude for connections. It's about gratitude for the land. And I just think it's serendipitous that we're here tonight celebrating everything. By the way, we did the same thing last year, but don't tell anybody. The other thing I want to do is just acknowledge that we had an absolute great year in Sydney. Design Connection, for those of you who may have just stumbled upon us for the first time, is actually the amalgamation of, it's when we get together, it's what we affectionately used to call our Megameetups of 3 different organizations. So it is Creative Customer Experience, it's Enterprise UX, and it is Sydney Design Thinking. And so, because we're all the same people anyway, we decided that several times a year we might as well just do it all together. So that's what we're here to celebrate this evening. So I'm not sure how many, we could play sort of Design Connection bingo and see how many people have been to as many of these events. Who wins the award for coming to the most of these events?
Ben.
Ben. If I hadn't been away for 2 months recently, I probably would have won, because I tend to show up at a lot of these events. But the point about this is that we have a wonderful community here, and that we continually have the opportunity to put on absolutely fantastic events month after month, year after year. And so this is just here tonight to celebrate Sydney, but also to recognize that, guess what, it's beyond Sydney. And we're going to hear a little bit more about this from Ben in particular, as it relates to how Sydney Design Thinking has spread its wings. So Ben We'll talk more about that shortly, but before we do that, I do just want to thank all of the speakers who have joined us over the years, this year, and this is just this year from the 3 groups and the one event that Design Connection put on. So we have, again, thank you so much to our speakers for sharing your immense wisdom and experiences and humor, and it's just been absolutely fantastic. And what I'd like to do now is invite our local organizers to come up on stage and say a few words about their respective groups. That was pretty weak. That was pretty weak. Come on. You can do better than that.
I was waiting because I wanted to heckle, so feel free to heckle.
So we're going to start with CCX.
Oh, hi. Thanks, everyone. There's quite a few. Sophie's here, and she spoke at one of the CCX events. And I think Albert's here as well, and he's another speaker. I'm here, and I spoke. It's been a good year for us, and we're really, really grateful for Atlassian for inviting us back for yet another year, and they've been looking after us for nearly 6 years now, I think. So I want to say how amazing that is, and thanks, Sarah's here, so thank you, Sarah. And thank you, Ollie. And I think also there's a few other people in the room as well. Hi. So thank you, Atlassian, for having us. We're taking a bit of a break over Christmas, but we will be back on February the 17th. Not Atlassian, unfortunately, but we will be not that far away in Barangaroo. But stay tuned, and we'll have 2 speakers, and we will reveal all soon. So that's us. Adam, next.
Hi everyone. This is kind of fun, and it all sort of kind of comes on us all of a sudden, right? We kind of feel like it's not going to happen, and all of a sudden we're here, and it's Christmas soon. I think EUX, we're pretty lucky we do this in Melbourne and Canberra as well. We were in Canberra last night. Scott, there we go, see it. We were in Canberra last night as well. I think there's probably just 3 things that I feel have been coming up this year. One is a lot of anxiety. A lot of the people that are coming to our meetups are pretty anxious about the current state of what's going on. It's brutal, it's tough, it's hard, it's all of those things. And I think it's okay to share that in these meetups. I think the other thing is a bit of care. I've been doing this for a long time. You can see I'm pretty white. Actually, that doesn't work, does it? It's olive skin, obviously. You can see that I've been doing this for a while, but I think, you know, back in 2015, 2016, we really had to convince people about research, and we had a bit of a moment where we were able to, we had this real momentum and people really saw value in it. And I think with the AI slop that we've seen come through, we're seeing a lot of dilution of that. And I think the anxiety is because it almost feels like we're back at the beginning again. And so I think what I would say right now is that there is hope, that humans are still at the center of experiences, and they're at the center of what we do. And I think groups like this where we can share and support each other are now more than ever really important. So I'm so glad to have you all here. I feel very privileged to be able to be part of this group. And I feel very privileged to be able to be part of EUX Sydney as well. So thank you for coming.
Perfectly said. Everything that Adam said. I'll hand on. From a SydDT perspective, it's been another huge year for us as well. So 15 meetups, and that includes collaborations in Adelaide, Byron and Melbourne, as well as South by Southwest Sydney, and obviously what we do together is Design Connections. So awesome to see you all here. Another big year in the sense that it was our 10th birthday in June. That's right. And just before, we also hit the 10,000 member mark. So it's there was a couple of decimal milestones as part of the 2025 year. So as part of those 10,000 members, not all of them are in this room right now, but plenty are. So thanks to all of our members and community for making it awesome. All the things that Adam said around us coming together and supporting each other, that diversity of interest and skills and experience perspective, that's really important, and I think it's part of what makes the design community in Sydney and Australia amazing. And as Susan said earlier, we are very lucky. There's not a lot of places in the world, including some very big population centres, that have the level of design community that we have in Sydney and Australia. So we're lucky, and that's because of all of you here. A quick thanks to my fellow SydDT crew, so Kylie and Lucas and Kate, who couldn't be here tonight, because we get to hang out and do this every month, which is awesome. Sometimes multiple times a month. Obviously, all of our friends and collaborators. So as Susan mentioned, we sort of formalised an Australian Design Thinking Collective this year. So Adelaide formally kicked off in February, and that was like, okay, so some other people in other places keen to be part of it. So we'll sort of make it a loose collective, and that was quickly followed by Byron and Brisbane and Melbourne, and then Gold Coast as well. So if you're anywhere sort of up and down the coast around through to Adelaide, then there's Sydney Design Thinking, there's EUX, obviously loads of stuff in Sydney, plenty of good design people and people that care about solving real problems for people and our planet, while also delivering great performance and results for business. How do you bring that sort of stuff together? And what else we got? We're already on the slide, awesome. So we are just working out our 2026 program. Thanks to everyone who's expressed interest in speaking. We're working through all those EOYs at the moment. If you haven't got one in yet and you really want to, now's the moment, because we're just starting to plan that out at the moment, and we tend to plan quite a few months in advance, if not the whole year. So get it in now. If you put one in and you're going, did you get it? Ping me just to make sure, because it's all in progress now. But shaping up to be an awesome year, very full, lots of awesome topics. And if there's a topic that you really want to hear about, or a speaker that you really want to hear from, then also let us know that, and we'll factor that into this little program that we're currently designing, and hopefully co-design as much as possible as logistics allow. And to kick off the year, we're going to have Stokesy. Woo! So Stokes is kicking off in February, 12th of Feb. So SydDT, second Thursday of the month is our normal rhythm. So from conflict to co-creation with authenticity. Anything you want to quickly shout out about that, Stokesy?
Is it going to appear on this mic?
I can use the sound from that one.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Lucas.
She's been teaching me about authentic communication this whole year as part of a course that I'm on. And so we thought we would collaborate together to bring this to the design community, because we often have to have difficult conversations, or should we say challenging conversations with our triad peers, for example. So this is a way of tackling that in a way that is authentic and creative.
So, thanks is the short version of what I just said. And as everyone knows, these meetups, this is normally the start of it, and we play on at the pub. So we'll probably go to the Oki again, just for ease. Occidental in the corner of, and and Susan's going to do a lot more yet. So there's more things, but see you at the pub.
That has to be Ben's last line, doesn't it?
We go now?
No. Oh, you could.
Yeah.
I thought you meant to the pub. Okay. Just a few more thanks. Thanks, Ben. Ben, it's not advancing, Ben. Come back here, Ben. What's going on, Ben? Thank you. Just want to thank our friends from Shapeshifters who are not here this evening, but you may have seen them at a lot of our events. Fabulous group of folks who have been terrific at promoting the benefits of visual thinking. I also wanted to thank not just Alan and Deanna, but also all of the people who have been live scribes and sketchnoters throughout the events, which has been absolutely terrific to watch that. I know we have at least one here. Renee is here. I don't know who else is here that has been a live scribe in the past, but it's been terrific.
And hopefully you saw yourself in the slideshow.
Yeah, absolutely.
And all the graphic recording, sketch notes.
Absolutely. Yep. So thank you so much, and thank you to all of our supporters, both venue supporters as well as people who have supported time and energy and effort. And of course, we've already mentioned this, but a particular shout out to Atlassian, for whom all of our events would not have happened. They have been so generous with their time, their space, their energy, their people, and their pizza. And speaking of their pizza, there will be some pizza coming in a little bit. So you can keep drinking, and then we're not responsible, because then there will be food. Okay. But most importantly, I want to thank you folks. I want to thank you folks for being part of our community. We wouldn't do this if it wasn't for you, and we couldn't do this if it wasn't for you. So thank you very much.
Can we thank Susan, please?
Yay!
She's so awesome as a leader. We have meetup groups, and she's just saying, you just go here, you do, like, we listen to Susan because she's a design leader in Australia and Sydney, and awesome, like awesome work. So thank you very much.
Nice work.
I didn't pay him to say that. But you'll take the tip later. But one of the things that we have a rule that says that we have to have something that's that Atlassian won't host us unless we do something that's quasi industry related, other than thanking you and drinking their drinks. And so I'm going to ask you the same 2 questions we asked you last year, but this year I'm making it easier for you. Last year, I forced you to fill out Post-it notes. This year, we just did it on a Slido. So if you could do me a huge favor and grab this QR code and just
I need your help.
give us a word or 2 that describes what you've experienced this year. Biggest takeaway from
Did you
this
get it?
year,
Okay,
and then
thanks.
you'll know what the next question is after you do that. So I'll give you a minute to
Slido.
do that.
Nice.
See, the advantage of a Slido is I didn't have to give each of you a Post-it note. Is it working? Are you looking at each other's answers?
It's working.
It's working. Uh-oh.
Wow.
I'll write something up about what you said afterwards, but okay. Has everybody grabbed that QR code? Because I'm going to give you another one. Because I don't know how to switch it to the next slide, so I had to do 2 QR codes. Because it's a bad interface. Okay, when you're done with that one, grab this QR code.
Oh.
And this is actually the more important one. This is
Oh, look at that.
what we want to manifest for next year. Oh, did it say 2020? Did I have a typo?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I should have proofread it, huh? Can you, no, not your aspirations for 2025, your aspirations for 2026.
The slide's right though.
My slide's right.
Yeah, the slide's
50%.
Who's reading the detail of the screens?
Lucas, you can take everything back you just said.
Generating content.
Networking queen.
Okay. Everybody have that one? Okay, with that happy note, I'd just like
Speak at SydDT, speak to us.
I would just like you to continue to enjoy this evening. Again, Stokesies has promised that there's going to be pizza at some point. She's making it herself. Oh wait, no, she's not. She's standing right there.
I can do 2 things.
And wishing you a wonderful end of year and a fantastic start to the new year. And we will see you all in February.
Or at the pub.
Or at the pub.
Or the above.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you. Ben.
Thank you.